down to a quarter tank. I've done 195 miles, averaging 11.9 mpg. That's not great. All right, I have some leftover kimchi fried rice, which means we can use the refrigerator here. So there's the night vision view. Oh no, somebody bought a Fisker Ocean. I feel very bad for that person. That is not gonna continue to work. Supercharged V8. It's been a while since I've driven the newest generation of the Cadillac Escalade, but I've tried out all the different flavors, from the regular one, the gas, the Duramax, and of course the V with the beastly Supercharged V8. So this should be a fun week out in California. We just flew into Los Angeles, have a lot of driving ahead of me. I am starving, so we're gonna get ourselves out of the parking structure, go tackle LA traffic, and go find some food. I think I'm gonna get In-N-Out. I'll go to the gym later, so it's okay. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, I forgot. That upshift is ridiculous. I forgot how absolutely unhinged this thing is. Oh yeah, the exhaust burbles. Oh boy, time to be a child and burn a lot of fuel today. The tank is full, completely full. It's showing 232 miles to empty. 232 miles on a full tank. We're gonna say RIP to my bank account, keeping this thing fueled out in California with the gas prices here. But you know what? Smiles per gallon. All about the smiles per gallon. Literally 0% surprise, but immediately we have LA traffic. But this Escalade-V has Super Cruise, so we'll go ahead and turn on cruise control. See the little steering wheel icon pops up, hit Super Cruise, everything turns green, and we are now hands-free. I know it's not the healthiest, but it's like one of those requirements. You arrive in California, you gotta stop at In-N-Out, but I got the burgers protein style and the fries no salt, so it's a little healthier. Currently running the augmented reality gauge display here, which takes up your entire screen of the camera. But I'm running CarPlay, so navigation's still there. Finish up my food, grab some coffee. Take a look at that. There's an Ineos Grenadier in front of me. Those things are pretty cool. It's like old school, but new, but old school off-road SUV. We need to take a quick break to talk about today's video sponsor, Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your front door. A subscription to Factor is such an amazing thing when you live a busy and hectic life. Grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning, all takes up so much time and energy. So having fresh, tasty, and nutritious meals that you can heat up and eat in just 2 minutes is a huge help. You have tons of different options, 35 different meals every week categorized under Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, Vegan and Veggie, and they even have breakfast and smoothies. I have these cafe latte protein smoothies that are quite good. They have caffeine and protein. Gourmet Plus brings fancier proteins like filet mignon, and even after reheating in the microwave, it's not dry or tough. It's a good, nice special occasion dinner that does not require any extra effort. And you can actually get special produce with them too, like broccoli or broccolini. So we've got this meal here, surf and turf. I got my shrimp and my filet. I'm gonna take a bite out of this and see how it is. That's still pretty good. Oh, I need to finish talking, otherwise I'm just gonna sit here eating this whole meal. I've personally used Factor for many years. I would often bring 2 of these to work with me, one for lunch, one for dinner. It saved me so much time. It also helped with portion control. I have a tendency to overorder and overeat when I'm hungry, or get way too hungry and lose self-control and order takeout. Factor made it much easier to stay on track when I'm trying to be healthy. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code EddieX50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code EddieX50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box of orders. And with that, I'm gonna finish this delicious meal and back to the vlog. So we have the Escalade-V parked outside there in the dark. This is what it sounds like from inside the house when you cold start the Escalade-V. Supercharged V8s. Thank you, America. That V8 rumble is pretty epic. One thing though, on this generation of the Escalade, see that underside lighting you can see the individual little LEDs. So not a huge fan of that. I feel like it needs like a diffuser to make it a nice solid line. When you see the actual light reflection, obviously you can't see the little LEDs, but just a small little detail. We have adjustable height air suspension, so we have 2 buttons here that can raise and lower the ride height. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it to make sure we make it out of the driveway without a problem. We're in lowered, normal, and increased ground clearance, and then there's an entry exit mode. So I'll raise the air suspension all the way up to get out into V mode immediately. That is a unique startup graphic for the Escalade-V 20th anniversary. So there's the night vision view. Takes over the cluster there in the middle. Very cool. Back home for the night. And we have a unique puddle lamp. It's the 20-year anniversary for Cadillac V series. So get a unique little puddle lamp projected down there. All right, good night Escalade-V. We'll see you tomorrow morning. This has to be one of the loudest cold starts of any SUV out there. It is not subtle in any way at all. All right, Griffin, welcome to the Cadillac Escalade-V. And,
What?
I love when the torque converter just, like, punches you a shift.
Oh, dude, it's just the shifts, the torque converter lockup, the spark
awesome.
cut on the shift. Oh, God.
And then the burbles, right? Like, let me roll the
Dude,
windows
it's
down.
aggressive. Dude, it's...
That's insane for a stock.
That's like the stuff that gets you pulled over. I'm gonna have you do a flyby. I'm gonna be outside the video so they can all hear it. So
Yeah,
we gotta
we'll
do
get
that
a
up on
couple
this
of
road.
So I'm staying way north of LA over in the Ojai area, and if you're not familiar, Los Angeles is absolutely gigantic, right? We're heading all the way to Orange County area to meet up with my friend Kyung. He is in town, business brings him here too, so we're gonna grab some food, which means I will be super cruising my way across Los Angeles, hoping the traffic isn't too bad on a Saturday, but we'll be taking Escalade-V on probably like 2.5 hour drive tomorrow. Down to a quarter tank, I've done 195 miles, averaging 11.9 mpg. That's not great. 17 gallons, and $80 later, we have a full tank, and we are showing 259 miles to empty. That's it? Oh my gosh. The other thing about being in California is not only is gas very expensive, you only get 91 octane. So I'm not even getting the full 682 horsepower probably, right? You need 93 for that, so it's like a lose-lose situation, but at least the weather is nice and the roads are amazing. Typical California things. We've got traffic in the middle of the afternoon, and there's a chrome Tesla in front of me. Oh my. All right, finished a quick workout, and now we're actually gonna go pick up a painting from my friend Tanya. It won't fit in the cars they have. They have a Golf R and a Volvo wagon, but it will definitely fit in the Escalade without a problem. So we'll do a quick little practicality test, fold down the back seats. Beauty of the Escalade is not only do you have passenger space, cargo capacity, but you still have a 682 horsepower supercharged V8. It's fun and practicality in the most maximum way. This is probably if you have like some sort of chart that has to align practicality and performance at the very, very top in terms of just like sheer size and practicality and luxury and performance. Then we have power folding down left and right. There we go. I think I can fold that seat down to back here too. Whoop, there we go. So full flat load floor. You got the power for both second and third rows. Pretty big painting, but not a problem at all for the Escalade. And this is the regular wheelbase version. There is the extended wheelbase, and you can get the extended wheelbase on the Escalade-V. Oh no, somebody bought a Fisker Ocean. I feel very bad for that person. That is not gonna continue to work. It looks nice though. All right, we are up in the mountains with the Escalade-V. Let's hit some curvy roads and make some noise. I'm gonna put a GoPro on the back bumper for the exhaust, a camera on the inside, no talking, just the sounds of that supercharged V8. So yeah, the noises that the Escalade-V makes is absolutely insane. This thing is unhinged. It's louder than a CT5E Blackwing, louder than a Camaro ZL1. I think it's because it's classified as like a truck and the noise exhaust sound, like regulations are slightly different, so it can be louder. The burbles and backfires and pops are just utterly ridiculous for a large SUV, right? A luxury SUV. Yeah, it's hysterical the way this thing sounds. And I remember being so confused. I'm like, the CT5 Blackwing did not sound like this. Why? A little bit they said was maybe the exhaust routing and maybe slightly different diameter. It's obviously going to be longer, but I think a large part of it is just the regulation, so they could make it louder. Absolutely crazy. So loud. So freaking loud. But then you can quiet it down if you don't want to be that obnoxious. I like using V mode because you can customize everything there and it's convenient to access with a button right down there. But there are built-in drive modes with a button here on the left. And you'll see there's Tour, Sport, Snow, Ice, Tow, Haul, and My Mode. You can cycle through those. The air suspension buttons are also here to raise and lower the ride height. With the V badge hiding down there too. This is a very interesting interior spec. Is this like dark brown, almost got a purplish tinge to it, like a mahogany or like a chocolatey color here. And then we have this glossy wood trim. This one doesn't have any carbon fiber on it. I believe the mid-cycle update for the Escalade that was just announced, the V model, you can get carbon fiber. But I personally kind of like the classy feel on the interior because, I mean, this is the massive, heavy luxury SUV. Yes, it's really powerful and quick, but carbon fiber just feels kind of out of place in an Escalade to me. I like the spec on this Boxster. You got green over tan. I think it's a first generation Boxster S. But what I wanted to illustrate is the size difference between this Porsche Boxster and the Cadillac Escalade-V. It is just hysterical. Like, it looks like you could take the Boxster, just put it into the back of the Cadillac. We have just under a 2-hour drive heading to Orange County to meet up with my friend Kyung, who is also coincidentally in town. So we're taking the Escalade-V. We'll be definitely using Super Cruise on the freeway. And I think we're getting Korean barbecue, which I'm really excited about that. I also fueled up yesterday and I've already burned through a third of a tank. This thing is thirsty. So Super Cruise is being very strange. We're just in a lane in traffic and look at the steering wheel. I'm not touching it. I don't know what it's doing. I think I will intervene and restart it because that's weird. I disabled it, started it again, and we are totally fine. Smooth and continuous. I don't know what was going on. Weird. So we arrived at this Korean barbecue place in Irvine, but the whole plaza is out of power. I'm so sad. I'm so hungry. Hi, Kyung.
Hello. Let me find somewhere else for us.
About this weird thing where I keep like running into friends when we're on other sides of the country and I get to see them when we're on like California or Hawaii or whatever, so yay! I will say the Escalade is sometimes inconveniently large when you're trying to park. Like, this thing is just absolutely a massive behemoth. Spots over there?
Yeah, if you go 2 aisles over. This Albertsons,
Yeah?
20 years ago, some guy, for whatever reason, went crazy and he had like a samurai sword or something.
What?
And he went into the market and started cutting people.
This Albertsons.
This Albertsons.
Some ninja tried to... Oh, that's terrifying. All right, I have some leftover kimchi fried rice, which means we can use the refrigerator here. It actually gets properly cold. Will it fit? Yes, it fits. Also, do we look that similar? Let's ask YouTube, right? Because when we work together, people get us mixed up all the time. Like, yeah.
I'll take it as a compliment because I am much older.
That's true. You are 10 years older than me. But, you know, 6'2", 6'3" Asian guys, I guess we look exactly the same. Refrigerator check. Young, feel the side of that. Like, it's actually cold. Yeah, like it works as a refrigerator, so I can leave my food in there and that order. Although, sorry Cadillac, your Escalade might smell a little bit like kimchi. Last night in California on this trip, check out the unlock welcome light out back. Pretty cool animation. Never, ever, ever will I get tired of that. Another small fortune on gas later. Oh, this time 318 miles on a full tank. Probably because I spent most of today driving on the freeway, up to 13.1 mpg, over 421 miles, and I have about an hour and a half drive back to Thousand Oaks. So we'll wrap up some concluding thoughts because it's my last night in California with the Escalade-V. So some final thoughts on living with the Cadillac Escalade-V. We know it's huge. We know it's fast for its size. It's got luxury. But what really stands out is just the noise. How ridiculous and over the top this is at all moments. The cold start, the exhaust burbles, like the noise is just ridiculous. It's also surprising how well it drives and handles for its size. You can thank magnetic ride, it's got the air suspension, and it drives well despite being massive. But also, it just puts this huge grin on your face every single time you floor it. The suspension, it squats, the nose is pointing at the sky, and the roar of that supercharged V8 is just hilarious. It's so over the top and excessive in every way, and so American. I noticed a couple little minor build quality problems that kind of remind you that it is still like a GM Chevy-based platform vehicle. But otherwise, what else is there? There's the Durango Hellcat, a big full-size SUV with silly power, but that has nothing closest in terms of luxury and technology. You have the Mercedes GLS AMG, a little more refined, not quite as rowdy and just American in this way. It's hilarious. It's utterly hilarious. There is a refresh for the Escalade that has come out now. They changed the front styling, new headlights. The inside gets this crazy 55-inch pillar-to-pillar screen. Luckily, happily, we still have the Escalade-V. The Duramax is gone. The 3-liter Duramax is gone. So either you get the naturally aspirated 6.2 V8, the base one, or you go up to the V for this ridiculous 682 horsepower V8. Get this, if you want something that's hilarious and you could not care less about how much you spend on gas. I have spent so much in gas this week. I think I've had $150 on gas this week, driven at 430 miles so far. It is definitely very, very thirsty. You're just converting gasoline into noise and power. That's the American way. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, spending some time with me living in California, of all places, with the Escalade-V. Check out the other videos I have with the Escalades, and I look forward to checking out the 2025 refresh model year. That one looks like it's got some really cool updates to it too. Thanks for watching.